Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little, if you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hoodle, don't get blown away, okay? Oh?
Yes! Very nice.
Is that so? You don't say. How? I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes!
What?
What?
I don't believe this.
All right?
No.
Sure.
Really now?
Yes!
What?
What?
Very nice. Yes.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
looks like trouble with a capital T.
Together, we've got this!
Photon blast!
Handle it.
Lightning condensed!
Far enough.
These ones can get rings around us!
It's over! Ignite!
Tearing! Flame of fury!
Burning strike!
Glacial
Sword Alpha! Dragon form!
I can carve through
Too
armor.
fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
The tide of battle has turned.
That's the power of comrades in arms.
Right. Comrades in arms.
Take this! What? Too sentimental?
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon form!
You're done! Big blast!
Where are you going?
Go
Here I
get
come!
into the fray!
You're finished!
Mega ray!
Rising Wyvern!
Talon Hurricane!
Now!
Eagle
Dragon
Drive!
form!
Here goes! Now! Mega ray! Air thrust! The astral energy is surging around me.
How do you even know about all that astrally stuff?
Same way I know what you do in the middle of the night.
What? Are you serious?
Get lost. I'm ready.
Dance in the wind!
Come one, come all!
Denied.
Light!
Super Swallow Dance!
I'm not done!
Ready and ready!
Dragon
Here!
form!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
You picked the wrong fight!
Now!
Ridwell! Demons Descend! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
I'm not done!
Dance!
Prepare to be sealed.
I can carve
Actually,
through armor!
perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Eagle Drive!
Sword Rain Alpha! Rising Wyvern!
Away. Photon
Here
blast!
I come!
All right, it's here time!
Rising Wyvern! I'm not done! Devastation! Mirage!
Now! Eagle Ridwell! Demons Descend! Flashing Fang!
My turn! This one's all mine! Not today!
I'm out of ammo!
I'm not done!
This calls for a celebratory drink.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Maybe something's going on in the forest. I think Hoodle senses something.
Why didn't the Renans...
I won't forgive you!
I'm not done!
Super Swallow Dance!
Here I come! You're finished!
Dance in the wind!
Nothing gets
Blow
me!
away!
Here I come!
They're surrounding
It's
us.
over!
Take
Mirage!
Now you see what I can do!
I never miss!
Lightning orb!
Take this! It's over!
Photon blast!
Eat this!
Take this!
Hurricane!
It's over!
I won't do it!
Bring it there!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off! It's over!
Not on my watch!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Just getting started!
Rising Wyvern! No
Do it!
escape! Timber!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'm ready for the next battle.
No choice!
Dance
Almost done! This one's all mine!
It's over! Air's
Sword dance! Ha! You picked the wrong fight!
Airborne beast! My wind!
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Do it!
Airborne.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
You're on!
Freeze!
This could be useful.
I wonder what we can make with this.
If you can't decide, I'll have it raw.
Hey, wait! Don't eat that!
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Right, here goes! You're mine! I'm on it!
Pierce
It's
evil!
over!
Armor won't save you!
Freeze Lancer! One more!
Rising Wyvern!
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage!
You're mine! Sword
Sword
Rain
Rain
Alpha!
Pierce evil!
Rising Wyvern! Devastation!
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin! Very bad!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Now I'm in the groove!
I'll heal you all!
Here I come!
There you go! Don't let up!
Sword Rain Alpha! Rising Wyvern! This time! You're finished! Devastation!
Leave the chargers to me!
You're mine! I'm all done!
Eat this!
Here goes! This one's mine!
Take this!
Let's get you all tucked away! Denied! Photon blast!
Eagle
Fly! Let's go!
Sword Rain Alpha! Rising Wyvern!
I'm impressed.
Here goes!
It's over! Devastation!
Here's evil! Dance to the wind!
No further!
Freeze Lancer!
No escape!
Heal!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Eagle assault! Radiant pierce! Here goes!
Sword Rain Alpha! Ignite! You're mine! You're finished! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha!
Rip it back!
You're mine!
Eagle assault!
Now I can let loose.
Here and now!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Now I'm real mad!
It's too much.
Hurricane!
Did you just hear me?
Yes. I need you, remember?
Right.
Dragon Swarm!
I'll crush you! Lightning Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shout!
I'll cover you.
Armor won't save you!
Recover!
Thanks.
Cascade!
It's time!
I never miss!
That freaking does
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Now!
Oh! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphin had better stay on his toes.
Where do I come into this? Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to... go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
A fish! You saw it too, right? Everything looks fine with the lure. All right, let's do this. I've got a good feeling about this one. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Nice! You caught it!
Hup. There we go. Well, it's not bad, per se.
You take your fishing pretty seriously. What's... this thing?
Go no further!
Here I come! Eat dirt!
Radiant
Swallow
here!
gas! Here I come! Sorcerer Alpha! Dragon!
It can hide itself?
Amazing!
Here, let me help.
Take this!
Thank you.
Alpha!
Mega Ray! I'm all stocked up!
Here I come! You're finished! Dragon Swarm!
Dragon shout!
Healing circle!
That freaking does
You're
it!
mine! Thanks!
I can handle it! Look here!
Can't get out of this!
Cover the casters!
Talon Hurricane! I'll smash
you.
Do they not teach you to say thank you in Dana?
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Radiant Blast!
This one's all mine!
Storm! Air Thrust! Here I go!
Freaking Easter!
Annihilation! This one's
You're
mine!
finished!
Eagle Assault! I never miss! Lightning
Dragon
Orb!
Force!
Annihilation coming through! Mega Ray! Thunder Blast! Don't mind if I do! Hit!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! Freeze Lancer! In the wind! Here's a healing arc! Get out of there with
Talon Hurricane!
Lightning Tear! What's happening? If you can't fight, just hang back! I didn't say any of that! I can fight!
You require a hand.
Now you see what I can do!
No further! First strike! I'll finish you here and now!
If you can't...
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Bang blast!
You're mine! Burn!
Healing circle!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on us.
You're finished!
Yes, ma'am.
Back into the
Dragon Force!
Now!
Recoil! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Yeah, I look pretty flashy out there.
So glad it met with your approval.
It's on!
Here I go!
I'm on it, Silver!
Dance
Sword Rain Alpha!
Let me help!
Dragon Swarm! I'm not done! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Astral energy! Dance in the wind! Not on my watch!
You're
Where are
mine!
you going?
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
Right. I should probably do something about that.
Well, I'm impressed.
You're finished!
No more Miss Nice Girl!
Sword Rain Alpha! This one's all
Dance
mine!
in the wind!
You picked the wrong fight!
In here,
I owe you
here.
one!
I'm
You'll
saving
take this!
Raging Cascade! Sleep
Strike! Sword Rain Alpha!
Go again!
Lightning
I'm on it.
Let me help!
You're mine! And more of this will burn out!
By the power
Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Let me help!
Take this!
Lightning
I'll
Orb!
smash you!
Lightning
Here I
Descent!
come!
Go!
It's over!
Super
Slow dance! Dragon Swarm!
Healing Flame of Fury!
Take this! It's over!
Raging Cascade!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here's a healing arc! Lightning Here goes!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Burn in hell!
Hurricane!
Raging Cascade!
Take
This
this.
one's mine! It looks like
In a
you got
bind.
this one covered!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll be saving
Here I
this
come!
now!
On a roll now!
You're finished!
Freaking does it!
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Eagle!
You're finished!
I'll smash you! Now I'm in the groove!
Dragon Swarm! Here I come!
The
enemy wields arcs too.
You'll soon see about that!
Alpha! Remove!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift, purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap, exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danon hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hootle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hootle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
Hell yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes!
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. We should really get some rest.